Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today, we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And off we go from Seattle. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Benson. He'll get this to about the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Murray now to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. Looking deep here for Dobbs. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run. Achane. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Cardinals 12-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2nd and 10. Now a toss left side for Benson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Well, the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. Looking deep here for Dobbs. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Romeo Dobbs, 55 yards. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And in Incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
To throw is Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harrison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 12. And a Cardinal first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Now let's go.
The drive starts with a run from H.A. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On the jump.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Gravity Lions.
Here's a toss left for H.A. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 33. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
The pass caught by Olave. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check pass. Check pass.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 25-yard
A run straight ahead with H.A. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This one taken in by Olave. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready, go, check,
brings
go,
up 2nd
check.
and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Running right, here's H.A. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Go, Riggs, go.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready. Huh. Check go.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Seahawks on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 40-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. First carry for James Conner. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? He barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Play fake. Murray. There's a short one caught by Ryman. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
3rd and 12.
Right there, hurt. Let's go now.
Looking to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Murray. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, if you're ever going to try to fake punt, this would seem to be the place to do it, but it doesn't work out.
Yeah, you got to make sure you throw it to your guys and not the other team. But yes, in this spot on the field, only needing a few yards for a 1st, I think that decision was okay and spot on. The problem was the execution. It was not.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here he goes.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wide open receiver complete. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Chris Olave, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Blocked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
John Parker Romo to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Ready.
The 3rd quarter begins with a run by Achane. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
He's going to try and do this himself. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Murray now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Murray again. This is Connor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 7. Murray going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cards go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
John Parker Romo to kick off.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They
took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. To throw, it's Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Julian Love picks him. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
H.N. here, they stay on the ground.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And that is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Let's go.
Up the middle,
and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal.
Myers' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Trey Benson
from 21 yards away.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Option handoff now to Achane. Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Devon Achane, 52 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And now another one thrown incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. And, oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On the set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Go.
On second down, here's the option. A pitch comes to Walker.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ernest Jones.